Ladies and gentlemen, what a successful weekend that has been. What a successful weekend that has been, man. The stars are aligning, the world is round again, and everything is back in its proper place. After starting off the week in a very disastrous manner, losing to Girona in an embarrassing way, where Madridistas were making fun of us throughout the whole week and we couldn't say shit until yesterday, where Real Madrid bottled it, losing to Osasuna in an embarrassing manner and giving Barcelona the opportunity to go back on top of the fucking league. So best believe going into this game against Levante, Barcelona had to get the job done. Not only to go back on top of the league, but also as a response needed from the team and from Hansi Flick after the embarrassing losses that we took against Girona and Atletico Madrid. We needed this kind of win. We needed this kind of result. And thankfully today, the players responded. Hansi Flick responded as we get an incredible win against Levante at home in the Camp Nou. A 3-0 win goes from Marc Bernal, Frankie de Jong, and Fermin Lopez. A goal fest from midfield today. Attackers, where were you at? Who gives a fuck? The only thing that matters is that we're back on top, ladies and gentlemen. 61 points, 1 point lead yet again. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Who gives a fuck, bro? Oh my God, bro. Real Madrid, man. They were making fun of us all week. Oh, we're below. Oh, we're top of the league. Oh, you balled it. Oh. And it only lasted 5 days or 6 days to be more specific, because Barcelona, of course, had to get the job done today. And thankfully, they did. Great response from Barcelona, a great win, and let's talk about what happened today, people. So, the lineup that Hansi Flick decided to go for today, a very interesting lineup, was Joan Garcia in goal, backing up Jules Koundé, Eric Garcia, Gerard Martin, and Joao Cancelo. Ooh, interesting. Midfielder, Frankie de Jong, Marc Bernal, Dani Olmo. Oh my goodness, I love it. And up top, Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, and Rafinha. All right, so a very solid lineup from Hansi Flick, making some rotations with Gerard Martin over Cubarsí, Cancelo on the left-hand side over Alejandro Balde after so many question marks about Cancelo's stint so far at Barcelona. Question marks as to, does Hansi Flick even like him? Why did we bring him in? And Hansi didn't even want him, didn't even play him, and today he played him, and what a performance he had. And of course, Marc Bernal starting off today as well, and you guys know I've been advocating for the guy to get more minutes, and today he got them, and what a performance he had. What a performance he had. But guys, before the game even started, we got this news, breaking news from Sport. Oh my God, Sport! Oh, never believe what those motherfuckers say. They said that Hansi Flick does not like Cancelo as a left back. If Cancelo gets playing time, it will be as a right back. Where is he playing? Okay, left back. Okay, so what the fuck are they saying there? And look at the performance he had as a left back today, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance today from Cancelo on the left hand side over Balde today. Gets 1 assist in the first half, created the most chances, 37 out of 40 accurate balls, 3 out of 5 accurate crosses, and 5 times possession won. Wow. So Sport, shut the fuck up, because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Cancelo started on the left today. He got the opportunity today, and what a performance he had in the first half, man. What a performance he had. But look at overall how the first half went. Levante, literally 20 seconds of the match, almost get a clear opportunity after just getting through us so easily. I don't know what the hell we started. Started off very slow from Barcelona. Levante get through us 20 seconds in, but thankfully they fluffed their shot, and Joan Garcia with a great save. All right. A terrible start for Barcelona. But then after that, it was practically all Barcelona just in flow state, controlling the game for the most part, especially on the left-hand side. Joao Cancelo creates the first dangerous chance from a cross into Jules Koundé, who unfortunately mishits it and hits it over the bar. And a lot of the danger was just coming from Cancelo's side. Lamine Yamal, really, we gave him the ball a lot, but he really didn't create much. But most of the danger was coming on the left-hand side, and honestly from the wide areas in general, because through the midfield, we really weren't doing much. Dani Olmo was very slow. Frankie de Jong overall had an amazing game, but for the most part, that first half he started a bit slow, but not a little bit too. But a lot of the game was coming from the left-hand side, with Joao Cancelo just putting on dangerous crosses after dangerous crosses. A little Travella pass into the box, no one was there. That was a issue with me as well. With Lewandowski, I thought today he had a very poor performance, but it also was on him because he wasn't in the right areas at the right time where he needed to be, because Cancelo was causing a lot of problems, putting him some dangerous crosses, absolutely cooking the defenders. And maybe just question, bro. We all know Joao Cancelo is shite at defending. We know that, right? And we all know he's way better at attacking, a better attacking presence. But then when the way that he just cooks defenders and creates those dangerous chances, it makes me question the likes of Rashford, Rafinha, Balde, bro. Why can't you guys do what Joao Cancelo just did today, man? That individual performance from Cancelo in that first half, he was just absolutely weaving and waving these defenders, just cooking them and breaking their necks and just cutting in and putting dangerous cross after dangerous cross, man. He was incredible in that first half. And of course, the first goal comes from Marc Bernal with a beautiful play where Cancelo at the edge of the box opens up the ball, opens up the pass for Eder Garcia on the left-hand side, and Eder Garcia with a great cross into the box for Marc Bernal to just get his foot into it for us to go up 1-0. A beautiful play and a beautiful goal from Barcelona, the easiest goal in Marc Bernal's life. But yeah, we were just causing problems after problems after problems. Levante in that first half had like 2 chances, of course the ones that I mentioned 20 seconds in, and then later in the match they got a great through ball into the box where Frankie de Jong just doesn't get to it, and then they take a shot, and Joan Garcia with a great save. But besides that, really didn't do much. For the most part, they were defending for their lives, trying to hit us on counterattacks, but we were doing very well defensively. Eder Garcia, Gerard Martin, the whole defensive line was great today. They were spectacular. That's why, of course, we got the clean sheet as well, because Levante really couldn't get us through as much. We were, at the high line, it was definitely high at times, but, we also backed it up a little bit too. So, for the most part, defensively, we were very, very solid throughout the whole game, especially in the second half, but the first half was still great for Barcelona. Levante didn't really cause many problems until we get the second goal as well from another beautiful cross from Joao Cancelo. Oh my God. Did you guys see that, bro? Perfectly timed, perfectly executed cross for Frankie de Jong, the easiest goal of his life as well, the first goal of the season for Frankie de Jong, from a great assist from Joao Cancelo. The same thing as Marc Bernal's, really. He just taps it in and just gets it past the goalkeeper where he just doesn't have a chance. And a beautiful goal from Barcelona. Great run from Frankie de Jong. A great cross from Joao Cancelo to bring us up 2-0 going into the halftime. But yeah, guys, that first half was, it was very well. We created a lot of chances. I think I thought we should have definitely scored a little bit more. But hey, 2-0 lead is good enough, especially when you're doing the positive things also with defensively wise, with shutting down Levante from creating any chances, because we know for the most part with the way that Barcelona play, most teams are going to have a clear idea of how they're going to go up against Barcelona, like Levante tried today, where they try to play very defensive, a little 5 in the back, a little try to mid block as well, and try to hit us on counterattacks. But for them, it didn't work at all. I mean, they're at the bottom of the table, so I expected it not to work. But that first half, Joao Cancelo was spectacular defensively. We were very solid, everyone doing their thing, but not getting in, making some great defensive contributions. Frankie de Jong started off a bit slow in the last 20 minutes of the first half, started getting more involved and doing his thing. Olmo was poor in that first half. Really didn't see much involvement for him. Rafinha, I would say more defensive contributions going forward. He put in 1 or 2 good crosses, but besides that, not much from him attacking wise. We all remember when he came back to defend, he did a little bicycle kick to the killer of the ball. That was great for him. The energy and defensively was great for him, and his press great too. Lewa, you guys already know what it is with Lewa. If you're not feeding the guy, he's not really going to do much for you today. And he left the game to this point today because he really didn't do much throughout the whole game. And Lamine, he started off very slow in the first half. He attempted the one good thing he did in that first half was a little attempted cross where he tried it, but it just went wide. Besides that, not much else. Cancelo also tried at cross and it hits the post too, unfortunately for him. But yeah, that first half was very positive from Barcelona. Going to the second half, of course, a 2-0 lead is what you want. And then the second half, I thought, for the most part, was very slow from Barcelona. I thought we created some chances, like a cross from Dani Olmo into Gerard Martin, forces a save for the goalkeeper. A little double save that the goalkeeper made towards the end of the match as well. But besides that, I think attacking-wise, we were a little bit slow. Again, the midfield started to connect a little bit more, but Dani Olmo just wasn't flowing it too much for Barcelona through as the number 10. He's the number 10. You expect him to turn up and be the one to create those chances for us, be that creative outlet through the middle, but he really wasn't on it today. So that's why a lot of our threat really came from the wide areas, with either Lamine trying to do something, Cancelo trying to do something, or any other player making runs to the wide areas. But yeah, we definitely need to make some changes in the midfield, especially when we have Pedri back, and we know that we can flow a lot more through the midfield. But overall, I think the second half was a little bit slower compared to the first half. We definitely created some type of chances, but not as much as the first half, until we make some subs. We know who came in today, ladies and gentlemen. Pedri comes in, Fermin comes in, and Ferran Torres all come in at the same time, with the substitutes of Bernal, who had a yellow, so of course I understand him getting subbed off, Lewandowski, and who was the last guy? It was Lewa, Dani Olmo, and Bernal. So Fermin in for Dani, Pedri in for Bernal, and of course Ferran Torres in for Robert Lewandowski. And Pedri, man, that was the return of Pedri. Everyone giving the guy a standing ovation, happy that the guy is finally back, and of course available to fix and hopefully fix a lot more problems that Barcelona have suffered throughout these last couple games. But yeah, great return from Pedri Gonzalez. Had some moments in there as well, and Fermin coming in with some energy as well, and Ferran didn't really do much, honestly. And then we get the third goal from Fermin fucking Lopez out of fucking nowhere, man. What a goal, man. What a goal, bro. I thought, like, all right, we're cool. We're calm right now at 2-0. We're going to keep it at that. And then Fermin's like, nah, nah. Beautifully hit shot with his left foot, too, bro. Look at this stat right here, man. Fermin has scored 30 goals for Barcelona in all competitions. 12 with his left foot, 14 with his right foot, and 4 with his head. 40 GA since the start of last season. Wow, man. 12 with his left foot, it honestly shocked me, because that's not his first time that he scored a banger like that with his left foot. He's done that before. I'm pretty sure it was earlier this season he did it before, where he just bangs it in with his left foot, bro. This guy has a hit on him, bro. He has that eye for goal that is just compared to none on this team. Wow, man, what a perfectly hit goal, a perfectly hit shot to bring us up 3-0, and in the end, that's how the game ended, bro. Wow, Fermin was incredible with that goal, bro. And again, just a positive win for Barcelona overall. A beautiful performance from a lot of these players today. Some had a very slow day in the office for sure, and but the only thing that really matters is that we get the dub and we're back on top. But going over the individuals, John Garcia, very solid game for the most part. Really didn't have to worry much. He made some two or three good saves. His presence coming out for crosses, because Levante definitely had some corners. Was spectacular as always. John Garcia, very solid, easy going game for him today. Jules Koundé, again, a very solid performance from him today. Going forward, obviously try to contribute as much as he can for Lamine, who really didn't have the greatest of performances. And he made some dangerous crosses for sure. Again, I was really disappointed because we crossed a lot throughout this game. We just didn't have that presence in the box. Like, Lewandowski was shying away a lot throughout this game. But pretty solid performance from Jules Koundé. The center back pairings of Gerard Martin and Eric Garcia, I thought, were great today. They were amazing. Defensively were great, very on it today. Didn't had us worrying at all throughout this game at all. So yeah, very solid performance from both of these players today, man. Eric Garcia, I thought, was the better of the pairing, but yeah, both of them were great today, man. Joao Cancelo, of course, at the end gets the MVP of the match. We can definitely argue with that. I would have given it to Frankie de Jong, because Frankie de Jong I thought was spectacular, but Joao Cancelo today also, man. That threat that he brings on the left-hand side. Does this mean now that he's going to be the full-on starter for Barcelona on the left-hand side? No, I don't think so at all. Balde will definitely still be the main starter, because we all know the defensive the defensive area for Cancelo isn't the best. That's something he definitely needs to improve on. But having that threat of just coming in and can influence a game like that, it's amazing to see. That's what you want from your depth. That's what you want from your, the substitutes, as Cancelo is considered right now. But I mean, we'll see. Hansi Flick definitely gives the opportunities to those who most deserve it. But Cancelo today was spectacular going forward. Didn't have to worry much defensively, and even defensively, he has at times where he was great too. Marc Bernal, another great match from Marc Bernal, man. He was spectacular today. A lot of defensive contributions. Of course, gets his goal, and yeah, that control and playing with confidence that you want from a young lad from him. He was great today. Frankie de Jong, again, started off slow a bit in the first half, but then starting into this game was everywhere on the pitch, just driving the ball forward for us all the time, just getting open areas all the time, man, making some great runs as well. Gets his goal as well, man. That's the Frankie de Jong we love and want to see at all times. But yeah, Frankie de Jong, a spectacular performance. Dani Olmo, not good enough today, man. Not involved enough. Besides, like, the good cross he made for Martin, really didn't create any type of danger today. I don't know what it is with the guy, man. He's just, man, I don't know. I don't know if he's better than 8 is a 10 at this point, man. That's what we've been seeing. Is he looks better as an 8 than a 10. I don't know, man. But Dani Olmo, yeah, very slow performance from him. Didn't really get much from him. Rafinha, like, the whole attack in general, like, I thought, they contributed, that helped, but I wouldn't say anything spectacular from everyone. Rafinha, great pressing, great defensive work as well, but attacking-wise, didn't really create much danger. Lewandowski, practically non-existent in the box. Lamine attempted, he tried, had some difficult moments against Sanchez. He got through him a couple times as well, had little moments of magic that you like to see from Lamine, but really didn't do much. Like, he gets the assist, but he gets an assist for Fermin Lopez's goal, but really, that's all Fermin Lopez right there, right? He just passed it back to him. But, I mean, yeah, a very slow day in the office. I don't know, it's because, the guy's fasting. Who knows? Hopefully that's the reason, and not because he's having any type of dip in form. Hopefully not. But, Lamine, I wouldn't say a great performance at all from him. Fermin comes in, obviously influences the game majorly with that third golazo that he scored. Great from him, great little cameo from him. Pedri comes in with a little standing ovation because he's back, ready to go, and great cameo from him as well. Lost the ball a couple of times in there as well. I'm not going to blame him. He's just coming back. He's getting back into his rhythm. But still, when you see the ball at his feet, you can only cream. Ferran Torres, Really didn't do much, honestly. He came in for a little bit of energy, but not much from him. Ronald Araujo and Rooney come in late into the match too. Again, cost some, a little bit of energy, a little bit, a little bit of rotations to see if they can influence the game in any manner. Araujo just comes in to just solidify the defense, nothing else. And Rooney actually comes in and creates a dangerous chance for Rafinha. He crosses into Rafinha. Rafinha gets his header onto it. A great double. That's what the great double save from the goalkeeper, where he saved Fermin's second shot as well. But Rooney, I think the guy should get more minutes, man. I think he deserves more minutes, especially if Lamin's having a little bit of a slump where he had throughout this whole game. Bring a little bit of a Lamine, a little bit of a Rooney, because the one positive thing that I would take away from this game is that we didn't fully depend on Lamine Yamal to create our chances today, create all the kind of problem. I think the whole team in general contributed. I say for the most part, João Cancelo, but everyone contributed, which is, a great thing to see. You don't want your one just focusing on one player and only one player having all the influence throughout the game. But yeah, guys, overall, an incredible win from Barcelona, a great response that we definitely needed, and then of course to go back top of the league and of course try to get our confidence back after having disastrous performances in the last two games before this game, right? So Barcelona are back on top with 1 point lead, and we'll see how long we can hold this lead, because our next match will be against Villarreal at home. Again, at home we've been undefeated so far in 2026, if I'm not mistaken, and against Getafe, Real Madrid will play at home as well. So we'll see next weekend how things go. Hopefully it all stays the same. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the game. Who was your man of the match? I personally would have given to Frankie de Jong. I thought he was spectacular, but I will agree with you if you say João Cancelo as well. I would not have a problem with that in any way. But yeah, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bar for everything we upload. Share it for us. Love football, and I see you guys in the next video whenever that is. Much love. Take care. I love you all, and peace.